In this video, you'll get 3 steps to help you optimize any gear list, and you'll hear how optimal isn't just about what's on the list. Welcome to the Red Kettle channel. This is where you get a view under the bonnet. We'll share some of the products we're working on, and you get tips, tricks and ideas for efficient hunting. Let's get to it. Today, it's all about gear lists. Hunting gear lists help me plan and organize my gear. They give me food for thought, and they're great opportunities for a bit of hunting daydreaming. But at one point, I realized they can be double-edged swords. I think it was a time when I draped the snow-white IKEA sheepskin on my pony in Kazakhstan. The rest of the hunters in camp turned and looked in disbelief. I realized something is wrong. I'd read the list, but I'd not understood it. Times like that made me realize that hunting gear lists can work against me. I don't know about you, but I want to make the most of my hunting time and budget. I want the list to work for me every time. I was sure about the value of gear lists. I just needed a way to unlock it. So what happened? Well, over time, I started questioning all items on the list I came across. And something dawned on me. A third-party list, like a list from an outfitter, is not the end point, it's a starting point. So far, so good, but how could I consistently optimize any gear list? Well, I've talked about lean manufacturing, the framework in the past, and how it's guiding my approach to efficient hunting. 2 concepts from lean stand out. Muda, which means reduce waste, and Nagara, which means create flow. For hunting, there are 2 relevant types of waste: equipment waste and movement waste. And I use another lean concept to help me identify them: the process. I outline a hunting process to help me understand the scenario I'm planning for. That gives me a reference point, and I can figure out if each piece of gear is relevant and what role it has to play. Once I have a short list of gear, I consider how to carry it. And the keyword here is adequate access. Once I know how frequently I need a piece of kit, or if I need it in a hurry, I can decide how best to carry it. Next is flow. And flow is about arranging activities in a tight sequence. For hunting, it means using your gear seamlessly. And here's a point. An optimal gear list isn't just about the gear you use, it's about how you use it. The keyword is unconscious competence. And this is about taking the gear list one step further. To do that, add another column, decide how you're going to use each piece of gear, and practice. So in summary, use the hunting process to decide why each piece of gear should be on the list. Work to figure out how to carry it for optimal access, and practice to make sure that operating the gear becomes second nature. I still love gear lists. Now I know they're not the end point. Now I know it's not just about what's on the list, but how you use it. And if I ever bring snow white sheepskin on a hunting trip, it'll be on purpose. I hope these 3 steps will help you optimize any gear list. I hope they'll help you prepare for hunting trips and become a more successful hunter. I'd love to hear your experience with lists and your thoughts on how best to use them. I've written a blog post on these 3 steps that I'll link to in the description below. I've also written an email series about a 6-step process that'll give you even more detail on how to optimize your gear lists. I'll link to that as well. I hope this video gave you some food for thought. Let us know if you've got any questions or comments. And if you liked the video, please do. If you want to hear more from us, please subscribe and switch on notifications. Thanks for watching.